I know it's been about a month since my last post, but I figured I'd get back at it. So today's day 3 in the series. I've talked a little bit about my psychotherapy work and my clinical neuropsychology work, and today I'm going to talk to you a bit about a research project that I'm working on with some people at Baycrest Hospital. So the project's on posterior cortical atrophy, and posterior cortical atrophy is caused by Alzheimer's disease pathology. So Alzheimer's disease pathology typically or preferentially affects regions in the temporal lobe, and the temporal lobe is primarily, or some structures in it, maybe you've heard of the hippocampus, is affected in Alzheimer's disease, and then you get memory changes. But in posterior cortical atrophy, rather than affecting these regions, it actually affects the occipital and parietal lobes, so the back of the brain. And by affecting the back of the brain, you actually get a totally different profile of changes. So these individuals can't process visual images in their surroundings. Upon clinical interview, they report like sometimes walking into walls, or not being able to appreciate multiple things in their environment. So for example, they could have keys sitting right in front of them, and they would say, "Oh, where's the keys?" And they would say, "There's no keys here," or like they can't see the keys there. They can see them with their eyes, but they can't see them with their brain, which is very cool. And anyhow, what I'm doing is doing a neuropsych characterization of these individuals, and so we look at their functioning across a variety of different processes. So specifically visual spatial, visual perceptual changes, which is, the where and the what stream, or the dorsal and ventral stream processing for those familiar with psychology, and how memory for these individuals, they have Alzheimer's disease pathology, but their memory is almost completely intact. And also same with other aspects, so their insight, their ability to switch between different things and monitor themselves in different environments. So it's really about processing visual images that is affected for these individuals. And posterior cortical atrophy is really not a well-characterized disorder. To be honest, it doesn't even have diagnostic criteria for it. Really, we're at the just beginning stages, and I hope with my research project that other clinicians are able to note it when they see patients coming in for into their office with some of the common clinical complaints, and able to diagnose it easier and more systematically. Okay, if you have any questions, just message me, and hopefully I'll do another post soon.